Hello, everyone. Ziljin here with another episode of Let's Talk About Things. So today's gonna be another rant about movies, the Resident Evil movies. I did say I was gonna talk about it. So just first off, I'm gonna say that I never really played the Resident Evil games. I played Resident Evil Nemesis and Resident Evil Outbreak. Resident Evil Nemesis was my first Resident Evil game, and I got scared, and I stopped playing it. I was playing it at my cousin's house. I did try I think Resident Evil 4 and 5, like the other Resident Evil games, but every time it's just way too scary. Resident Evil Outbreak I liked alright because it had like AI characters that helped you. So yeah, if you watch my unturned Let's Plays, you know I got freaked out easily, especially by scary sounds and zombies and stuff like that. Even Unturned, which is like pixelated voxel Minecraft graphics, is not even scary at all, but the freaking sounds, they just pop out of nowhere and stuff like that. Resident Evil has a lot of that. Yeah. So yeah, the point is, I'm not like 100% familiar with the backstory with the games and the storylines, but however, I can tell you this: the Resident Evil movies suck. They were an abomination. They're not good. See, I have the same feeling towards the Transformers movies, where the first movie came out, it was like, this is actually not bad, you know, zombies and stuff. And then later on, I found out that Alice is not even a Resident Evil character. I was like, what? Why are we watching a movie about her? I mean, I definitely like the scene where, yeah, I probably should have looked up the names. I don't know the names of any of these actors. Where that black guy, he gets, oh yeah, spoilers alert, he got killed by the laser field. Like, I mean, it's not cool that he got killed, but like that laser field scene was really awesome, and he was like dodging everything, and then to the very end, the laser split up into like 1,000 beams, and then he's like, oh shoot, and he died. Like, while I was killing all his teammates, he was like jumping up and down, dodging it and stuff. Like, that was awesome. And also, if you watch Alien vs. Predator, he dies in almost the exact same way. I mean, it's not a laser field, but instead, also spoilers for Alien vs. Predator, he gets fired with a net gun, so it's also a bunch of X's piercing into his skin. So he doesn't get it chopped into a million pieces, but he does have like the same, like the grid pattern killing him. Yeah. So I just found it kind of funny because and also that was also, I believe, directed by, is it Paul W.S. Anderson? Yeah, is the same director or producer or whatever it is. I should probably look these things up before I make the freaking video, right? Yeah, it's all off the cuff, off the hand, off the top of my head. Yeah, so I just found it interesting. He's in both of his films, and he got killed in a very similar way with the X grid. Yeah, just one is lasers, one is like a super steel, sharp grid or net. Anyway, that's enough rambling about that. That's Alien vs. Predator. Off topic. I guess I could talk about that in another day, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, so back to Resident Evil. So like, Alice is not even the real character. He's not even from the Resident Evil. They didn't even make any games with her, did they? Because usually when you introduce the character, like in the TV show or movie, you usually make a game about them. But like, I do know enough about the game. Like, there's Claire Redfield, Jill Valentine. Jill Valentine was the woman from Resident Evil Nemesis. Leon S. Kennedy, Ada Wong. Is it Albert Wesker? I just know it's somebody Wesker. Yeah. Okay. So like, yeah, so the point is, what I'm trying to say is like, what happened to all those other characters? Like, why aren't they the main characters? Why you have to like have Alice, the star of every movie? They do eventually show up. The second movie only had, oh yeah, the second movie had Jill Valentine and Nemesis. And then the third movie had Claire Redfield, and did it have Jill in it as well? Yeah, but like mostly it had like a bunch of other people, like Michelle Rodriguez. Yo, she's the only actor that I freaking know her name of. because I remember her from Lost and Fast and the Furious. Yeah. And is it Oded Fehr? That the guy who played the Medjai in the the Mummy reboot, the Brandon Fraser reboots, not to be confused with the modern Tom Cruise reboot, which looks like ass compared to the Brandon Fraser ones. Those are hilarious, really good. The Tom Cruise one doesn't look funny at all. And here I go again, off topic. Okay, go back to the on topic. Yeah, so that guy is really awesome. Yeah, they're like fighting the zombies and stuff, and like they're looking for supplies and weapons and stuff, and then they go to it and it's empty. They find the drop box or whatever. It's empty, and they're like, what happens? Like, it's like, oh yeah, the helicopter left without them. Basically, they're screwed. They're left behind, and there's like, he had a badass song, like, we're expendable assets, and we've just been expended. Hell yeah, hell yeah, yeah. I guess you might like that line if you watch the Expendables, right? You know, they're not even expendable, right? No, they're like a squad of super badasses. Anyway, back to Resident Evil. So that guy is probably my favorite character. I mean, also the black guy. I should definitely look up these people's names. So that guy is also super awesome, and he shows up. Was it Resident Evil 4 or 5? Like, there's like in Resident Evil, nobody ever dies. There's always clones. Everyone who dies comes back as a clone. And spoilers, yeah, that's already spoilers. But spoilers, Alice herself is a freaking clone. Like, if you go fast forward to all the way to the last the 6th movie, the final chapter, she herself is a freaking clone of the daughter of the doctor who created the Resident Evil virus, the T virus. But hey, in the first movie, the second movie, the father of the daughter who created the virus is a completely different character. The daughter is completely different. The father is different. The Red Queen is based on the daughter, and I don't know what happened in the future. And they destroyed the Red Queen, but then they didn't, and then she came back, and then the 6th movie Red Queen is like her sister, or the same Red Queen, or they had like a backup server, or they had a clone of the AI. It's like, what's going on? Is she still the AI clone of the daughter? And then it turns out Alice, she is the clone of the daughter. Like what? What is going on with this movie? With this freaking franchise? Like, there's the doctor he was in the 2nd movie. Yeah, he plays Jorah Mormont in Game of Thrones. Awesome, he's really great. And then he got killed, I believe. He turned into a tyrant or a mutant, whatever. He mutated into some kind of zombie virus, tyrant virus. And guess what? He comes back in the last movie as a clone. No, it turns out that was the clone. They're like, what's going on? Every single movie, it's the end of the world. Wait. I guess the first movie and the 2nd movie, it wasn't the end of the world yet. But from episodes, this is not Star Wars. Movie 3, 4, 5, 6, it's the end of the world. 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 It's the same freaking plot. Umbrella Corp trying to create super zombies. Umbrella Corp trying to create super zombies. I guess the last one is not Umbrella Corp trying to create super zombies. It's just trying to kill all zombies. Kill all infected tissue. So I guess they finally changed the plot, but then they freaking changed everything. The storylines, the retcon, everything, and the freaking characters. Oh yeah, speaking of the characters, I don't know Red. What? Who's Red? I don't know. Oh, the Red Queen, yeah. Claire's brother? I don't know whose name, sorry. I don't know the character's name, and I don't know the actor's name either, but I do know he's famous for Schofield in Prison Break. And it's funny thing, in Prison Break, he goes into prison, he breaks out of prison, and in the freaking movie, I forgot if it was the 3rd movie or 4th movie. I think it was the 4th movie. Or was it the 5th movie? No, I think it's the 4th movie. Anyway, I should probably, yeah. Anyway. Oh shit, I'm distracted. In the 4th movie, he's in a freaking prison. He was locked up by the prisoners. He was a prison guard? I don't know. Whatever. he was locked up in the prison. His freaking hilarious reference to Prison Break, no doubt. And yeah, and then I think what, he died or something. He doesn't show up in any other movie. That's the problem with these characters. They just don't show up, or they like some of them do show up in being mind controlled, being clones and stuff like that, and like yeah, so why couldn't they just make the movie about Jill Valentine or Leon S. Kennedy or Claire Redfield or her brother or the other people that I don't know about? Ada Wong, yeah, she showed up in the fifth movie, and she was supposed to show up in the last movie along with Leon S. Kennedy and possibly like three other people, whoever survived. I forgot. Did Phil Miller survive or not? Yeah, he's that guy. I can't remember his name. He was in The Surrogates. He was in The Last Man on Earth. I mean, I'm sure he's in lots and lots of movies and TV shows, but that's what I remember him from. Also, I don't remember his name. I don't remember any of these actors' names. I only know a handful of actors' names, like Keanu Reeves, Tom Cruise, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Hugh Jackman, like Rodney, like most of the Mark Ruffalo. Anyway, that's way too off topic. Anyway, yeah, so back to the Resident Evil. Like, what happened to the plot? What happened to the characters? Yeah, so like, it's the end of the world every time, and there's always these Alice clones lying around everywhere. Freaking clones everywhere. There's always clones of somebody, and like one of the movies where like everyone's cloned, like you see these like every single day, right? They run a simulation of more clones and turn into zombies. Like, it's the end of the world, man. It's the end of the world, bro. What are you doing? Trying to create more super zombies? Like, it's the freaking end of the world. What was, like, it's trying to showcase their plan. Like, oh, we're gonna sell these biological weapons to Russia, China, Japan, like North Korea, Mexico, like India, like Pakistan, U.S., UK, Germany. Like, we're gonna sell it to everyone in the world, to the Middle East, and they're just gonna launch a new nuclear war and like freaking biological nuclear war, destroy everything. Okay, what's the point of making money if the freaking whole world is destroyed? If the whole world is gone? Like, that's gotta be the dumbest plot ever. These humans are just as dumb as the humans in Transformers. Jesus. If you watch my video ranting about Transformers and those stupid humans, at least those are... This is even worse. I don't know, which is worse? Stupid government leaders? Or stupid capital... no, I don't know why I say capital. Stupid corporate greed? Like, yeah, we gotta make money by freaking turning the earth into a desolate wasteland and killing everybody. Yeah! What are you gonna do with all the money? You can't buy anything because everything is destroyed. Everyone is dead. Like, what was the point of all this? Jeebus. Yeah. It's just freaking unbelievable. They mess up the characters, and they messed up the plots. They messed up everything. And you know, like, every movie from 1 to 5, the end of the movie, they got some epic cliffhanger, and then W.S. Anderson, he's like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make another movie. I was thinking that was the last one, you know. I guess if there's interest, I can make another one, but you know, there's no plans for it. Even though it ends on an obvious cliffhanger. You know, the first movie, you know, ends with the best friend or whatever, Alice's friend. She made a new friend or whatever. And he becomes Nemesis at the end. Well, it hints that he becomes Nemesis at the end. And then she goes out, gets a shotgun. Yeah. And then the second movie is the same thing. She goes out, gets the shotgun, goes find the survivors and stuff like that. You know, evacuation and all that jazz. Like, it keeps on expanding, and gets more ludicrous. And I forgot how the second movie ended. Oh yeah, she was at a facility. Okay, maybe the third movie did not start exactly where the second movie ended. Third movie where it was like Mad Max, right? Where they're like going on a convoy and stuff. And then the end of the third movie was with the mass clones of armies. Yeah? I don't know. Oh yeah, the third movie started at the same way as the second movie started, except for it's revealed it's clones. And then okay, I guess they didn't all start. They didn't have all the beginning movie exactly where the ending picked off, because I think the fourth one is the one with the clones, or is the fifth one? I think no, the fourth one is with the clones. Yeah, and then where you see the Alice clone and the other clones, they're all normal, and then Alice ends up rescuing that Alice's daughter clone, even though she's not real, and she's helping Michelle Rodriguez clone, or the Michelle Rodriguez clone was helping her. I think she'd end up dying anyway, but yeah, she's just a clone. Who cares, right? And then the fourth movie, no, was that the third or the fourth movie? No, yeah, and then they're like looking for like paradise or whatever, Antarctica, where it's quarantine-free zone or whatever, zombie-free zone, and then they arrive at the bunker Alaskan ship or whatever, and then at the end there's like freaking like helicopters coming, and then the fourth movie starts off with the helicopters and was it? Yeah, I think so. The helicopters and okay, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Helicopters, yeah, going backward, the backward scene and stuff. Like, so most of the movies, like, they kind of continuous, and then the fifth movie, it's the end of the movie, and turns out the whole world wasn't destroyed. The freaking White House with like a gazillion soldiers and tanks and helicopters, everything is the last stand, killing all the zombies, and then they got Alice and Leon Kennedy, Ada Wong, and possibly like 2-3 other people that survived. And then it's the last movie. Kablooey. Everything's gone. Nothing. No epic battle. No continuing epic battle like they did in the other movie. The other movies. No continuing where they left off in the other movies. All the characters that's supposed to survive, all gone. Leon Kennedy, Ada Wong, whoever else was alive. Sorry. Yeah. It's like, what happened there? What happened to the other characters? What happened to the epic battle that you promised us? You follow through on the other movies. You always have this epic opening scene with the zombie attacks with the zombie attacks. Oh yeah, one of them, it was like kind of copy of Dawn of the Dead, you know. Where's this epic massive battle, last stand between the U.S. government, the remaining government forces, the armies or whatever. The last stand? No, the last bastion of humanity versus the freaking zombie apocalypse. Like there's like flying zombies or something. Like what the F? I guess some of the zombies mutated so much, but we never see them ever again, right? We just see like giant zombies that crawl on the walls. I'm pretty sure there's no freaking mutalist zombies. Like they got tanks, flak guns, helicopters, mortars, like grenade launchers, machine guns, like freaking everything. That battle disappeared. All the movie starts. Oh yeah, spoilers. I've been spoiling the whole series pretty much, or half of it, because I can't remember all the details. But yeah, like freaking, it just shows Alice and a bunch of zombies that she kills, and then the freaking movie just like ignores everything else, retcons all the plots with the doctors and the Red Queen and all that stuff, and then the big reveal: everyone's a clone. Jorah Mormont was a clone before, now he's also another clone, and the real one is in the secret hideout with all the real people. Or at least they believe they're real, because like that clone thought he was the real person, but turns out he was just a clone. And I think the clone killed the real version or something, and then got eaten by zombies. I don't know, it's confusing. But basically, clones, Attack of the Clones. This is the real Attack of the Clones. Yeah. And then it turns out Alice herself is the freaking clone, and then she's like, oh, that's why you never remember anything, because you're just a clone after all, like all the other clones, but you're the best clone. Because like it turns out, oh yeah, the daughter of the Umbrella Corporation doctor, like I don't know why they kept her alive. They kept her as like the CEO of the company, even though she's been trying to dismantle the company from the very beginning. They killed their father. Like, what the F is going on? Why you killed the father? He didn't want to help you. Okay, you killed him. You killed the lead scientist. He doesn't want to help you. Okay, that's fine. Why are you keeping their daughter around? You're an evil corporation, right? You're evil people. You don't need. It's not just not like a moniker. You don't need a puppet. What is going on? Why keep her around? She ended up creating the downfall of the freaking company. Anyway, it doesn't matter because you freaking ruined the world. You killed the world. You destroyed everything. And then they developed some magic serum that, that's gonna bring back life to the world. It's complete nonsense. I don't know which is worse, the Resident Evil franchise or the Transformers franchise, but at the very least, the Transformers, at the very least, the Resident Evil, they're gonna reboot it. Okay, so hopefully everyone enjoyed that like mini review, rant, or whatever, isn't it? Like rambling about Resident Evil movies. What's your opinions, comments on what I said about the movies if you saw them? And be sure to let me know down below. Rate the video and subscribe if you enjoyed watching these videos. And consider supporting me on Patreon. As always, thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.